Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Life in the Taiga. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be talking about my favorite EDC items from 2017. Before we get into this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more of this Alaskan awesomeness. Let's do it. Alright, so first on this list we're going to be of my favorite EDC gear of 2017. I'm going to bring up the Benchmade Barrage. I wanted to put this on my list because not only, I've used quite a few folders this year, but for the most part I used just this one, and it was probably my favorite out of all of them, just because I did use it so much and became very familiar and accustomed with it. I used it for opening several different boxes and cutting lots and lots of paracord, and I took it on hunting trips, a dip netting trip, you name it, hikes, all their adventures. I always had this knife in my pocket, so I figured that's why I would talk about this one today. Next up, I've got my watch. And this is a favorite because it goes with me everywhere, literally. And it was always nice to actually have a watch I could reference, one that if you press the button, I don't even know if you can see it on here, but it'll glow in the dark. Let's see. No, you can't see it from here, but in the dark, if you can't see what time it is, you can press the button and figure out what time it was. That was really handy. It's gotten a little beat up, but not too bad. Anyways guys, that is the Timex Expedition Sierra, and I've enjoyed carrying it and having it on my person. Next up, we're going to look at my first defensive option of all the defensive options, and that was the pull. Actually, no, technically that's not true. My first defensive option was actually the SE3, but we're not going to be talking about that one today. Today we're going to be talking about the Pull Force November 1. This was, I think I carried this neck knife in specific the longest out of the two. And I didn't use it a lot. I used it for opening boxes like a handful of times, but mostly I just use it for what it was for, which is a neck knife to carry just a neck knife for EDC and everything, just for a defensive option. What I preferred about this one to the SE3 is it was actually lighter and it was smaller. The Kydex sheath was smaller and it fit flatter against my chest, so it wasn't as noticeable. The only thing I did have trouble with it is that every now and then it would pop out of the sheath when I was riding, but I didn't have too much trouble with that, only in the beginning until I learned how to ride with it on my neck. But overall, I really enjoyed carrying the Pull Force. I still carry it off and on to this day, and I probably will carry it off and on for a while. It really depends. But anyways guys, that's the Pull Force November 1. Next up, we've got the flashlight, the Protect 2L. Now, I did update my flashlight, so this is kind of old. This is kind of old news, but I used this one so much over the summer that I figured I'd talk about this one. It's really nice. I finally figured out how to use not just the regular flash beam, but also the strobe and all that other stuff, and how to turn it on to bright, all that other stuff on this one. But I used it quite a bit at camp for reading in the dark or whatever else. I really liked having it, and I did get a lot of use out of it this year. So anyways guys, that's the Protect 2L. And now last but certainly not least on this list is the Glock 21. Now I've only been able to EDC this very recently, but it is still definitely my favorite piece of EDC gear. I'll probably be doing a review on it sometime in the near future. But anyways guys, this is the Glock 21. And I've really enjoyed getting accustomed to it, doing dry fire drills and shooting it at the range and different things throughout the summer. I hope to get a little bit more familiar with it, and I hope I never actually have to use it for in a defensive situation, but if I do, it's here. And anyways guys, like I said, this is the Glock 21. Anyways guys, that's my favorite EDC gear from 2017. Hope you enjoyed this video. God bless, and I'm out.